Not that we think there's anything going on.
Fair enough.
But it'd be quite bad if you have police officers that don't engage with people outside and that. So
Yeah, you're entitled to do so. Not a problem.
You want to step away from the road a little bit.
Well, I just saw the white markers on the paper. Devonport, and we're at HM Naval Base Devonport at the St. Leven Gate. Over there. There's also a sign saying you are now entering the DRDL nuclear site. Please obey all sites notices. This is interesting. So I might cross here, have a little look. So I think this is all part of HMNB, because you can see the steel wire goes all the way up there. It's massive. It goes all the way up there as far as you can see. So I'm assuming that's all part of the base. I said, you know, this is obviously a nuclear site. But yeah. So it says this is a prohibited place within the meaning of the Official Secrets Act. Unauthorised persons entering the area may be arrested and prosecuted. Identity documents are to be produced on entry and are to be worn in a visible way whilst in the area. All vehicle permits are to be displayed while the vehicle is in the area, and so on and so forth. Obviously you can pause and read that as needed. It says this establishment is a prohibited place subject to the provisions of the Official Secrets Act. Unauthorised photography is prohibited. Liability to search by MOD police is a condition of entry. Yeah, so you're not allowed to take pictures in there. But, hey mate, how far up does this base go? Is it quite long?
It's very long.
Is it? How long does it take to like walk it?
I don't know, I've never walked it.
Have you not? No.
It's got to be 3 miles.
3 miles, is it?
End to end.
Bloody hell, 3 miles. Alright, cheers. Right here, so the guy on gate duty reckons
Before we go any further, this is the legal distinction that viewers need to understand, because almost everything that happens later comes back to this exact point. We are looking at a highly sensitive military and nuclear-related installation. The signs are serious, the security is serious, and the restrictions inside the perimeter can be extremely strict. But the person holding the camera...
3 miles end to end. That's insane. But yeah, so I'm going to start walking down this way. This is the way that Google Maps is telling me to go. But I shall probably either speed this up or cut it out unless anything interesting happens. But yeah, until then, I shall see you up at the next gate. And then we've got HMS Drake here, so we've got a sign saying they'll be undertaking redecorating works. All handrails run the perimeter of Howard and Seymour blocks. Commodores walk in the entrance to and exit to the guard room and main gate. Yeah, so this is HMS Drake. Gate to there. Very cool. So yeah, you have people like literally somebody stood there, has to stand there and check IDs on the way in and the way out. So it looks like a fun job.
Now look at what has happened so far. The auditor has been walking along the perimeter for several minutes, and despite the intimidating signs and enormous security presence, he hasn't attempted to cross into the site. He's simply continuing along a public route while recording what he can see. This is where people often misunderstand public filming.
It looks like the wall carries on down that side, so I'm just going to stop and have a look, really, see where I'm at. I'm being watched from down the road there at HMS Drake. Yeah, I got my helmet camera running and recording, so I'm just going to stop the phone recording and see where I'm meant to be going. Okay, so it appears I've walked the opposite direction to where I wanted to be, but so I got some interesting shots of HMS Drake Gates and NB 11 Gate. So yeah, we're going to walk down to the other end. It's about a 20-minute walk. So I think what I'll do is I'll pick it back up with you when I get there. Okay, so we've made it down to the next gate along, which is the Albert Gates. Yeah, I don't think that's 3 miles. I don't know, actually. Say that. Looks like, I don't know if you can see all the way up in the distance up there. The wall carries on all the way up around the corner. So I don't know how much further it goes actually. So it could be. So Google Maps says that that was about a mile from up the other end of the wall. Well, where the public footpath stopped anyway. So public pavement. Then about a mile down from this one. Yeah, so I think the wall probably went on a little bit further from there. But yeah, you just don't know, do you, how big it is walking around. I'm not going to walk much further than this one, I don't think. But yeah, this is the Albert Gates. There's lots of signage up everywhere.
Now the story takes an unexpected turn, because the camera isn't just focused on fences anymore. The auditor has noticed the name Babcock repeatedly appearing around the site, and he's trying to figure out exactly what that company does. This is actually one of the more useful parts of the entire audit, because it demonstrates the difference between observation and accusation. He isn't saying Babcock has done something wrong. He isn't making a criminal allegation. He's simply...
See, I see this company around a lot of police stations, Babcock. I don't know what they do, or who they are, but they seem to be very tightly knitted with the police service and apparently the military. I might have to look up what they are and what they do. You've got no entry for HGV vehicles and coaches here. And they've got signage like no unauthorised access and all that, as always. But yeah, because I don't know if you can see, but they got like Babcock up on there, so you can see like the police, like high-vis jackets and that in the window up there. So I really don't understand what this Babcock thing is, but you can see it again up on that one. We got Babcock up on there as well. So yeah, very heavily intertwined. Oh bloody hell! Oh, maybe jump. Yeah, not bad. How are you?
How's it going?
Not too bad. Oh.
Are you filming anywhere, or are you just taking pictures, or?
Yeah,
Both.
Okay. But it's happened a few times basically. So anytime anyone's taking pictures or filming,
Yeah.
try to come out and have a chat with you.
Yeah, fair enough.
Here we go. 2 mod police officers have now approached, and this is arguably the most important interaction in the entire video. At this stage, viewers should pay attention not only to what the officers say, but also to what they don't do. They don't immediately start shouting. They don't appear to grab the camera. They don't immediately accuse the auditor of committing an offense. Instead, they begin by engaging with.
Can you tell what brings you in particular?
Trying to find out what Babcock is.
Babcock.
Yeah, what's Babcock?
It's an American-owned massive business, basically.
What do they do?
Deal with engineering.
So I see them a lot around, like when we go anywhere near a police station, I see their vehicles parked all over the place, near police and that as well. So they'll see they're very heavily intertwined with the police service and apparently the naval service.
So Babcock is a customer of ours.
Yeah.
We're MOD police, so we serve really the Ministry of Defence.
Yeah, yeah.
But Babcock is also obviously here, as you can see the big badges up there.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, so for us, it's like anytime there's ever any sort of visual presence from someone looking at whatever gates or whatever, we'll just try and come out and have a chat. Not that we think there's anything going on.
Fair enough.
But it'd be quite bad if you have police officers who don't engage with people outside and that. So
Yeah, you're entitled to do so, not a problem.
You're right. Do you want to step away from the road a little bit?
Well, I just saw the white markings on the pavement. I didn't know if that indicated that that's part of their property.
I just want you back with these wagons coming out.
Yeah. Well, I'm on the pavement.
It's all public access.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but even on their property, you can still get liable to search and ID, aren't you? So that's why I was very careful to see the white lights. Obviously, it's got to be an easement.
Now, this takes a surprisingly funny turn. We went from a discussion about military security, restricted areas, public filming, and police powers, and suddenly we're talking about uniform epaulets. The auditor notices that something about the officer's uniform doesn't appear to be worn in the expected position, and he points it out. The officer responds, they joke about equipment, and suddenly the atmosphere becomes far more relaxed. But this little moment actually tells us something important about human interaction. When people meet each other expecting conflict, even a small disagreement can become an argument.
I'll be alright standing there.
Yeah,
It's not their property.
You're fine if you don't want to be near the road.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's just started raining now come out, which is brilliant. But,
Yeah, it's typical, isn't it?
Do you do this quite a lot then? Do you have a channel or anything like
I was
that?
just having a look around, really, just visiting Plymouth and the area.
Just Plymouth or
Oh, yeah.
over the country? We've had
Yeah.
Wow. We've had a few that go sort of everywhere. They're literally in
Yeah,
Scotland 1 minute, then down here the next. But do you have?
I didn't say no. Who are you guys? Sorry, the MOD police. Yeah.
The civilian police force within the Ministry of Defence.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Yeah. You're not like the MOD police. You're the police.
Not the military.
Yeah, you're not the military police.
That's
You're,
what you get confused.
Yeah. No worries. So you're 3475, and you are sorry?
I'm 2039.
Which epaulets?
So it's police on.
Oh, it's got to be on your outermost, most worn layer, isn't it?
How long have you been audited?
That's naughty, mate.
Sorry?
That's naughty.
What's naughty?
You not having your epaulets on your.
I've got them underneath, I promise you. Do you want to have a quick look?
No, it's not that. I don't doubt that they're there. What I'm saying is that they have to be on the most outer worn layer, don't they?
Do you know what? I've only got one pair of epaulets. And
They're slacking, aren't they? They're not giving you your kit.
No, not enough.
Give them a kick up the arse.
They are under there, yeah.
What did you say your number was? Sorry, I missed it.
2039.
2039. Lovely, cheers.
Are we going to see this somewhere later? So I'm on 2 videos already.
Oh yeah.
My mates did most of the talking to me.
Yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, I mean, is there anything we can help you with?
No, you've answered my question about Babcock. I'm going to do a bit more digging into them and find out what they are. Oh, don't know really. But well, this is quite a landmark for this end of the country, isn't it? The HMNB.
I think it was about 10 to 15% of sort of money that's made come from the dockyard. There's so much work here.
Yeah.
There's literally thousands of people, so it's a massive part of Plymouth.
There's like a lot of private businesses and that on there as well, is there? Or
Not
is it
so
all?
much. You do get like the little contract companies. I say little, they are big, but in
Yeah.
here, Babcock owns a lot. So
Yeah.
a lot of the little companies will deal with stuff like scaffolding and things like that. So it's not. Yeah, it's
How much?
majority is
How much does
Babcock.
Babcock pay the UK for a private military service protecting them?
Private military.
Yeah, well, that's basically what they got, isn't it? Like on base of our military.
Anywhere there's civilians,
Yeah.
there has to be a police force, and because it's a private place,
Yeah.
a nuclear place, there's only certain police forces that can do that.
Yeah.
So that's why we're here, Ministry of Defence. So it's not a private force by any means.
Wow.
We're trained the same, you know. So
Yeah,
there's no.
kind of feels like it a little bit. But...
Yeah. That's why we dress the same, because we are the same.
Oh yeah, no, I get that. You got obviously all the same
We're
powers and
all nice
everything.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're trained to sort of quite a high level.
Yeah.
blow a trumpet.
You guys aren't armed police then? I thought like there would have been standard to be armed police part of
yeah,
being
we're
part of your
both.
force.
And we're both as well. So
Oh, you're
we're
trained
more
for
of a
it, but
We're project services, so we're a community-based sort of team. So we do
Right.
a lot outside as well as inside.
yeah.
Just trying to engage as many people, all the shops, everywhere, basically
Yeah,
around
yeah.
us, create a big image, and so we know what's going on around us. Otherwise, you're just on the inside looking out. So
There's a little conflict. Yeah.
Ah, perfect.
It's,
Oh, this is your project service
team,
work.
yeah.
Oh, bloody hell. This whole,
right thing.
yeah, this whole time I've had that camera flip round pointed at me. Yeah. There we go, project service work. Right, good obviously running on this one anyway.
So many other sites.
No, it's just
I've seen a lot of the YouTube sort of the channels, a lot of the videos going up. You know.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
Stuff, isn't it? Really.
yeah, it's
Bit more
interesting.
informative.
And now we get one of the best moments in the footage. The officer suddenly realizes something that had been happening right in front of him. The helmet camera has been recording. You can almost feel the moment of realization. But let's separate the surprise from the legal question. Someone being surprised that they're being recorded does not automatically mean the recording is unlawful. In England and Wales, there is generally no blanket.
For the public and everything else.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
a lot of places like this, you wouldn't know what's going on. So
Yeah, no worries. But yeah, no, it's
we
an
don't mind
interesting place.
coming out and talking to people. So
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's,
yeah, we need a police officer. You can always ask on a gate, and we'll.
yeah. Was it you two that I saw up the other gate up at the...
No, they wear blacks. They're in black.
possibly.
They're pretty big, the army unit. but
Yeah, that's all. I was
You'll
up
find them on the gates quite a lot.
yeah, because I literally just walked down the wall from HMS Drake up
Okay.
there. It's an interesting
Yes,
bit,
we show a
interesting site up
presence
there.
quite a
yeah.
lot, sort of outside when we can.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they weren't outside. They were on site. Obviously, just saw them through the
Oh,
gate
you
and
saw
that.
them? Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
There's some lucky holes, isn't there?
yeah. Well, no, it's an interesting site. How big is the site? Do you know?
Well, I don't know the square
No, I mean like.
footage.
Oh, 'cause I was asking the guy.
biggest
At
in
this,
Europe.
yeah,
Like,
is it?
Yeah, well, it was when I
Like
joined.
naval base wise, yeah.
2018. So
So I was asking the guy up at the St. Levin gate. I was like, how long would you reckon it would take to walk end to end? And like I said, from the
here to Camel's Edge,
yeah.
which is kind of the length, but then it's not because it goes in and it goes out. But
Yeah.
it took 20, 25 minutes or so if I've got long legs. So.
Yeah, it's about 20 minutes. So it took me to get down here from the HMS Drake bit. It was about 20 minutes
hot
walk
in
down
the
it.
stuff as
It
well.
is bloody warm. So I'm wearing jeans underneath. I've got hoodie,
Some of them wear
t-shirt.
blacks, it's just sweaty.
Yeah.
This section may actually be the most important part for anyone interested in police accountability, because there is no dramatic arrest, no shouting match, and no major confrontation. And that's precisely why it's worth highlighting. The officers have had the opportunity to turn this into something much more aggressive. They could have assumed the worst. Instead, they ask questions.
You try and walk around, you're sweating.
Yeah, it is. It's very hot out here, but
Sorry, mate, have a nice day.
no worries. You
If
too.
you're in a
Take
bit,
care.
Yeah, just give us a shout on the gate or whatever.
Alrighty.
we'll come and have a chat.
Cheers, then. They gotta go. Apparently, there's like an emergency going on up there. Yeah, no, they were nice enough about it. I said they've had people down here before, and off they go. Emergency going on. No blue lights though. But yeah, so it's interesting to know a bit more about Babcock, American company that get to situate their stuff here on the Navy base and have all the private security, the military here, and the said the police force and that they got here. But yeah, it looks like they're quite busy there. Running off to do something. So there goes a little Babcock van. Which is interesting. But yeah, no, they're pretty good. Checking everybody's ID in and out. So obviously very secure, doing what they should be doing. Yeah, it does look like a massive site. So you can see. Now,
we're moving into an issue that goes beyond this particular military base. The auditor is noticing private contractor vehicles, security personnel, high-visibility clothing, police activity, and military infrastructure all operating within the same general environment. And that creates an important question about modern public services. Who actually does what? For the average person walking past a major installation, the distinctions can be surprisingly difficult.
The other side of the wall, up in the distance up there, you see that wall up there. And then you can see there's a road, well, just up, where's my finger? Up there, which I don't think is part of the base. So this part of the base seems to be quite narrow. Which is interesting. Yeah, you can see there's definitely a lot of high-vis jackets. They look like police jackets up in the windows up there. They could be the security jackets, to be fair, because they're very, very high-vis, aren't they? Yeah. Also, we can't fly our drone around here. There are plenty of signs around saying that it is a no drone zone. It's got quite a nice ring to it. I did check the airspace restrictions.
Here's an important point that deserves more attention than it might initially receive. The auditor says he checked the airspace restrictions and knows he cannot fly his drone here. That's actually a very good example of how understanding your rights works in practice. Knowing that you're allowed to do one thing does not automatically mean you're allowed to do everything else. A person may be lawfully standing on a public pavement.
And yeah, this is all restricted airspace around here. So yeah, absolutely can't take my drone up here, unfortunately. Yeah, there we go. So that's been HMNB Devonport here on the outskirts of Plymouth. Technically in Devonport, but yeah, part of Plymouth really. It's like greater Plymouth. Oh, hiccup. So yeah, that copper, when I was filming the Babcock sign up on the thing up there, and I turned around, he was just stood next to me. I didn't even see him coming. It made me jump a bit. So I saw him park up there, but yeah, just turned around and he snuck up on me. But that's a reasonable chaps, and although my camera was turned around on my phone apparently filming my chin, the camera on my helmet should have been recording, so I might have to overlap them and do a bit of
So, after watching this entire encounter, let's bring everything together. This wasn't a story about someone breaking through a military gate. It wasn't an attempted intrusion. It wasn't a dramatic arrest. What we actually saw was something much more subtle. A member of the public documenting a highly secure installation from outside, while security personnel and mod police monitored the situation and eventually engaged with him. The first major lesson is location. Where you stand can make a huge legal difference. Being outside a restricted installation on a public pavement is fundamentally different from entering the restricted area. The second lesson is specific legal authority. The fact that a location is sensitive does not automatically mean every action nearby is prohibited. If officers want to restrict someone's conduct, the important question becomes, what power allows them to do that? And does that power actually apply to these circumstances?